Yo, what is up, YouTube land? We're back. Today is Snowtastic episode.
It snowed like 1 inch, but that's more than it has all winter.
Yep. And by the time you see this, it might have even snowed again.
Are they calling for more snow? Do you have any idea?
I don't know, but we're literally like 2 weeks ahead. Today is January 6th.
Oh yeah, right.
And this might go up on like the 17th or 18th or something like that, which I'm not too worried about because there will be times where we just can't record. It's kind of like, oh man, 1 minute into the episode, I already make an AVGN reference. It's kind of like James and Mike Mondays. They would just record like 3 or 4 at a time. It just makes sense.
Yeah, and Spencer's going to be busier soon.
Yes. Our Bebe is due late January. I'm not sure exactly.
Whoa!
When.
Did you see that?
That was really cool.
I was playing this a little bit yesterday and today, and I swear it's like even more glitchy than it used to be.
Let's go. Although even with Luna, she's 6 now. I was only out for like less than a week, I think, just in general, LPs and work and stuff like that. And I think Ash's mom is probably coming up to help, so even better.
Yeah.
Less work for me to do.
Well, it means I have to work like a week and a half in a row.
I don't think so. I really don't think it'll be that long. Last time we were in and out of the hospital in 24 hours. Just for what it's worth. We'll see.
I just hope she doesn't go into labor when you're at work and I'm here.
Yeah, I mean, I guess we'll just see.
I'd probably like emergency call you, and I mean, it's a good thing you're only like 2 minutes away, but I don't know.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. It's still got 2-3 weeks to go, something like that. So, it'll probably be like in the middle of the night. It always is. It's so annoying, but things happen when they happen. Okay, so
do you like vents? Did you like that like 45-second vent?
That's right. This was available on the PS4.
Yeah.
But was it available on the Xbox One? I feel like it was a Series X only game.
No, it was definitely for the Xbox One.
It was one of those dual releases.
It might have been one of those like super greedy releases where they had different releases. Like different box releases. I don't know, look it up. I'm
literally too curious now.
I kind of remember that it is a different box release.
This will be my final report from here. The tower renovations are nearly complete. And the program reactivated under the supervision of Dr.
So one thing about this game is that the premise of this game is that Jacob gets here right as hell breaks loose and the infection gets everywhere. But like this game has a strange duality where you get the rooms like this and you're like, it's so dilapidated. Like there's literally like rubble on the ground and it looks like everything is just so like there's like rust on the metal and the glass is all broken and the flags are tattered and it's like did the breakout happen 10 years ago or did it happen an hour ago? I don't understand this game. I don't understand anything about it. It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, that is bizarre.
It wants it both ways. It wants to be like Last of Us, but it also wants to be action-packed. First thing you do is, oh, the infection's going out right now.
Yeah, I mean, half of the reason I like Last of Us is like the world building and the settings and stuff. It's just really cool to explore places where you're like, okay, clearly no one's been in here for like 10 years.
But look at this. It's like, we just got to a thing where the new custodian of the place, Cole, his name's Cole, he's only been like the head of the prison for like a fairly short while, like maybe just a couple years. But we get to a place where it's a recording, and it's like, it's the last recording of the new president, and it's like, why is it so dilapidated? It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah. Actually, that's... I never really thought about it, but that's something with Dead Space that was really cool. Dead Space 1, obviously, you were like...
Yeah, the Ishimura was a really old ship. It was literally on the last voyage until it got decommissioned. So it was like a good excuse to have everything be like crappy.
And then it's been a while, but Dead Space
broken.
2, I believe you see like things happening as they're happening. Like obviously, it's much more action packed.
Dead
whatever.
Space 2 isn't nearly as like broken and like like super steampunky or whatever the word is.
Right. To answer the original question, there was separate releases for Xbox One, Series X, PS4, and PS5.
I knew it. Yeah, PS4 and PS5 never does
No.
like package.
No, the only time they ever do anything is like with Diablo 4, where they're like, free upgrade. Like, put the PS4 disc in your PS5 and you're playing the PS5 one, which, whatever. So Callisto Protocol came out December 1st, 2022. I specifically remember we couldn't get it brand new, but I also didn't really care. Like, it was like a weird timing thing where, like, everything was already out already for the year, and I was like, dude, I'm done buying new games. You just get to a certain point during the holiday season where you're like, I'm done.
Also, yeah, those holiday games that are like, it's technically holiday, but it comes out like last week of December. It's like, F you. It's like,
Yeah.
I think Avatar did that, like the Ubisoft game.
Yeah.
Keep going to the back.
Yeah, anything after Black Friday is, like, not a holiday release. I remember, not Mario Wonder, but some other Mario game came out, like, in December, and I hated it so much, because I was like, the great part about a game coming out in the middle of October is you have the initial rush, and then you have plenty of time to restock for the holidays and go, is this popular? Is this not popular? What do I do? Whereas if a game comes out like December 3rd, it's like, okay, you either get screwed and order way too many, or order way too little and have a bunch of parents in like December 20th be like, where Mario?
The only weird Nintendo release I remember in recent memory is Xenoblade 2 was like a December 10th game.
Yeah,
But like that's like a JRPG. I mean, it sold well for a JRPG, but
It might have been
really
something
Mario.
stupid like Mario 3D World or something like that, like for the Switch. Like nothing crazy.
Actually, yeah, you might be right about that. It might be 3D World.
And it's not like a huge thing like Wonder, but it's still like, dude, like...
Didn't that come out January? Look that up, I'm curious.
Alrighty. And one last thing I want to mention is it came out December 1st, 2022, and so that's about 14 months ago. It's already brand new for like $20 on every system. Callisto Protocol, that is, obviously. Not a Mario game.
They keep acting like this super tropey infection is like some sort of secret. Or like, it's like, what's going on? It's like, obviously it's like some sort of virus. But they keep like stringing us along. It's like, okay.
No, Mario 3D World was February. I'm
Okay.
thinking of something different.
I thought it was January or February, but yeah. So we got the grip glove, but I'm not gonna use it yet. This room is like not good for it at all. Oh, by the way, this game does the standard trope of fat equal
Yes!
more bulky.
New Super Mario Bros. U came out November 18th of 2012, so it's been a long time, but that's, in my opinion, that's a little bit late. That's like the week before Black Friday. It's not like ridiculously so, but you know.
Yeah.
Nope, I guess I was wrong. I must have been thinking about something different. Although Yoshi's Story came out December 21st, 1997. Although things were a lot different back then when it came to like new releases. Like, even if you looked at magazines, even big release titles generally didn't have like a date. Like if you read like a Game Pro, it'll be like October 1997, and then it would just kind of come out when it came out. But because until N64, I don't know if any place did pre-orders, or if so, it like was not focused on nearly as much. I know by the time GameCube came out, like, pre-orders were absolutely, of course, a thing, and you could, whatever. But even back then in the 90s, it wasn't like, pre-order or you'll miss out kind of thing. And even then, if you were like, I do want to pre-order that, it'd be like, what day is it coming out? It's just like a day, you know? But then again, nowadays with the internet, you gotta have everything instantly or you don't have it.
Yep.
Just like, if we were super try-hard about YouTube, we would have been playing this on, like, day one. But even then, you're missing it by like a week because a bunch of like bigger streamers will get like early access codes and stuff. Like a Bakba Soup or someone like that would get like a early access code.
It's literally unfair unless you like are already big. Like even just like YouTube is like you have to already be big, and they only care about the top like 0.1%.
Right. And you know it's funny because it makes sense. Like if I was the creator of Callisto Protocol and I could give a $60 game like a digital code to a guy like Bakba Soup and be like, just play it, and like that's amazing advertising for the money, right? Like that's amazing. I would even send him a bunch of free stuff. Here's a hat. Here's a shirt. Feel free to wear it on stream. I don't care. You know what I mean? Great. So why would you send it to like a smaller channel? But at the same point, it's like like Trev said, it's just completely unfair. If you're big already, great. It's gonna help you more. But then like a medium channel that's like, I want to stream Callisto Protocol. It's like, oh, Bakba and all them, they beat it already 3 times. Like. It's literally old news.
Yeah, and those full-time streamers, they literally just, like, on release day, they play it for, 18 hours straight.
Right.
And they're like, yep, day 2, I'm on New Game Plus number 3.
Yep. Which is why I really, truly enjoy taking my time on big games when they come out, when I'm interested in them. I will just take my time. And I will just purposefully avoid... spoilers and reading stuff like that, although it's getting increasingly more difficult. Especially when you can like literally just be scrolling like social media or Facebook and just see like a meme based off like a new thing, and you're like, cool.
So FF7 Part 2 is coming out literally a leap year day, but pretty much when February 1st hits, I'm not going to look at any social media anymore. I have to go dark for a month because people are going to spoil the hell.
Oh yeah, and
especially that's the part where spoilers for a 30-year-old game. Eris dies, and it's like, what's going to happen in Part 2? Is she going to live? It's going to be like just spam to just pooping back.
It's funny because sometimes people don't do it maliciously. There's a lot of people who do it maliciously, who are like, hey, Snape kills Dumbledore, and like it's funny, but it's malicious. Like, do you remember when people would go to the midnight releases for the books and be like, page 694, Snape kills Dumbledore, lol 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 lol, which like is funny, but if you think about it, it's also like really mean. Like, imagine just being really excited about something and having someone be like, Eris dies, LOL.
Yeah,
you'd be like, I'm gonna punch you in the face.
And yeah, people are just going to spam that because they hate. I don't know, they're just broken people.
And sometimes you can get spoiled by someone who's well-meaning. I specifically remember, I probably told this to Trevor before, and this is for a 4-year-old game, so I'm going to spoil it again. But Joel dies pretty early on in The Last of Us 2, and I remember a customer was like, hey, you like Last of Us 1, right? And I was like, yeah. And he was like, did you start 2? And I was like, yeah. And he was like, oh, did you get to the part where the thing happens? And I was like, eh. And he was like, I just can't believe he died. And I was like, because then I knew if you say he died, well, who do you think?
Was that George or someone else?
That wasn't George. No, George actually didn't do it. It was a customer, not like a friend, but like a customer I know pretty well. And I was like, I'm not mad. And then when the scene happened, like he was like just on the ground, like bleeding out or whatever, and it's like, how's he gonna get out of it? I knew already he wasn't getting out of it because it's like, ooh, Joel dies. And that person wasn't being mean. They were just like so excited. They're like, I just can't believe that happened. It's like, no.
So at this point, bloodworms will show up.
Let's go.
I'm sure I'm gonna get taken by surprise by one, but I'm gonna try to kill them. But they're just health checks. They don't take that much damage. It's like a 5th your health or something like that. But they are just like the worst design things ever. I hate them.
I don't know.
There's another one right
With that being said, I really enjoy just taking my time on games because almost always your first time through a game is the best time. At least for me, because I play story-based games. So, like, I've played Last of Us 1 2 times. But I played it, like, years apart, because I'm not like... I'm excited to get back to that Last of Us gameplay. Woo-wee. So I still try to take my time and just not pay attention to anything.
Oh, there's another one over here. Okay.
Question of the part. Have you ever been spoiled on something you were super excited for? And if so, what was it? And how did it...
give me that thing. Give me it.
And how did it affect you? Have you ever been spoiled on something you were really interested in?
I also got spoiled on Last of Us 2.
But the thing is, you were never going to play
I was never interested, but
yeah.
I also didn't spam it for everyone to see.
Is that one of those games that, like, the entire thing was leaked, like, weeks ahead of time? I know Sony...
Oh, easily.
Yeah, Sony has, like, this bad... that was really cool, actually.
So, the grip is sort of like the telekinesis. It's more like Dead Space 2 telekinesis, where it's really zippy, like, in and out.
Yeah.
But the grip can save you so much time and effort.
Yeah, I remember, I think Last of Us 2 was the game where, like, literally a month ahead of time, they had the complete build, and everyone just, like, leaked it everywhere. And it was like, we have the entire game script, we have literally everything.
It was legitimately, like, at least, like, 3 or 4 weeks ahead before it came out.
And just imagining, like, even being that streamer that gets the game day one, like, even then, you're at such a disadvantage to that, because everyone already knows what the heck happens. It's just, it's crazy.
No. I'm gonna grab this. I wasn't even pointing at it. Okay, that's all I wanted. Could this be any more awkward? Go up. Okay, sure.
There's some, like, story-based stuff that I, like...
What is going on, dude?
Don't really care if it gets spoiled. Like, I played and beat Spider-Man 2. Yeah, this is really, like, this is just being very janky.
I just don't remember this game being this janky. They have updated the combat, like, a lot. I just don't remember it being this bad ever. Whoa! Hello? There's another one?
So, yeah, like I said, I played Spider-Man 2 and I beat it, and I enjoyed it for the most part. It's not as good as the first one.
It must have not been dead. Okay.
Some character models were not that great, in my opinion, and it really took me out of it.
Which game?
Spider-Man 2. Like, for instance, they made Peter uglier because reasons.
Yeah.
And they made Mary Jane uglier by far because reasons. It happened like a year later.
It looks like most of the characters are uglier.
Yeah, they're just all uglier, which is like, I normally don't care, but like, it was so jarring in an otherwise very pretty game.
They very obviously do it on purpose, too.
Of course. I mean, Last of Us is fine because everyone's haggard, right? Like, there's no reason you should be like, oh yeah, Joel's so hot, or whatever, because it's like, they're barely struggling to survive. But like, Spider-Man's Spider-Man. But anyway, so I wish I did not know Venom was in that game. So then when, like, things started happening to, like, kind of showcase Venom, I'd be like, what? No way, Venom's in this game? But that's, like, how they, advertised the game.
Yeah.
Like, they were just like, Spider-Man 2, it has Venom! And it's like, dang it. But, like, Venom doesn't start. One of the characters becomes Venom. And it's really, like, the second the story beat starts, you're like, oh, he's going to become Venom. Because you know Venom's in the game. If you don't know Venom's in the game, you're like, oh, what's going on with this, right? Like...
I think the good... a one that was good is, like, Batman Arkham Knight advertised itself on, like, who's Arkham Knight? You know he's in the game, but you know who he is. But Venom was, like, advertised from day one.
Oh, yeah. I did not watch a single trailer or anything. I knew I'd play it. I knew I'd enjoy it. But the simple fact that I knew Venom was a thing, I was like, dang it. Like, that really did take a little bit away from the story. And I feel like it lost a little because if you didn't know Venom was a thing, some of the earlier scenes would mean even more. Looking back and being like, oh, what? No way. This happened?
Sorry for not responding. This thing's found a way inside
Huh?
here.
What's this guy's name again? Oh, Elias. Right, it's on the screen. Elias.
Yeah, but it's on emergency power.
This entire game, like, the first half, they kind of, like, want you to think that Elias is kind of sus. But then it ends up being that he's like a bro. I don't know, it's weird. It's another weird narrative beat of this game that doesn't make any sense.
Is there, like, any talk... I mean, it's only been a year, but any talk of, like, continuing this series?
The franchise.
It's just dead. Rip.
We'll get to the DLC.
Oh, that's right, they had a DLC. Yeah.
We'll get to the DLC, but after the DLC, the franchise is dead.
God dang it. the most, looking back on it, the most hilarious one that of a spoiler that I ever got was from George, our friend at Cards Next Door, and he used to, work at CIB off and on for quite some time. When Resident Evil 7 Biohazard came out, he was like, he started ahead of time, and Trevor might have even been in the room as well. I kind of forget where we were, but like,
No time to waste, Jacob.
Dude, shut up, Elias.
he came in and was like, "Did you start playing it yet?" And I was like, "No." And I know George is like kind of like a blabbermouth, so I was like, "Don't say anything." And he was like, "Okay." Man, did you get to that part? And I was like, "Darn!" Like literally, like 1 second later, I was like,
he just really wanted to talk about it.
"George!" I was like, "Give me a week and I'll talk about it." And he didn't do it out of like malice or anything. He was just like, "Okay." And then it's like like a dog. Sometimes you'll see a dog's mind completely like reset. It was like that. I was like, "George, don't say anything." Okay. Oh yeah, Resident Evil Biohazard. It's like, George. Oh man. And it's funny because that game's story is stupid as hell. But I didn't know it was going to be stupid as hell because I didn't want to be spoiled. So we're into 2024 now, and we got to have our official Game of the Year stuff, right? Do you have a Game of the Year 2023?
Man, what did I even play that came out this year?
Mine's easy. It's Resident Evil 4. I just loved it so much.
Resident Evil 4 was good, but it just did not click with me. I only beat it one time. Which is weird because I think Resident Evil 8 is definitely way worse, and I beat that game like 10 times.
It's funny because I even like Resident Evil Village more than 4. Village is incredible to me.
Plans for LPs in the future, probably months away, but I'm probably going to do RE8 soon.
Ooh.
But yeah, I like that game, but it's very flawed. It's fun flawed, though.
Oh, yeah, but that's the whole thing. It's just super fun. There's only one part. Yeah.
I think the problem is that RE4 is like RE4 remake is like a 9 out of 10, like easily. But like RE4 original is like a 10 out of 10, top 10 game of all time.
Right.
So
right.
like constantly while I was playing that, I was just comparing it like back and forth and back and forth. It was driving me crazy.
Yeah, the only part in Village that I could see like on the second playthrough would be the dollhouse. Once you know what's going on, it's kind of whatever. And people don't like the Heisenberg fight, which I get. It's like so silly. But I don't care. I love that game. It's almost like it's a different game on each
the Heisenberg fight, especially when you're in that tank thing, the big problem is just like the dollhouse, it's so on rails and there's not much you can actually do.
Yeah.
That's like different.
Yeah, I get it. So yeah, RE4, that'd have to be mine. I didn't play Baldur's Gate, as we mentioned, I think last time while playing this game. Baldur's Gate is not for me. Tears of the Kingdom is not for me.
Tears of the Kingdom was bad. I'm sorry, Nintendo bros. And I am, I would say, mostly Nintendo toddler.
Yeah, Trevor likes Nintendo a lot more than I do.
And I hated Tears of the Kingdom. Mario Wonder was also another game, just like RE4 Remake, which is like, it's good.
Does that not kill him automatically?
It kills him automatically.
Oh, okay.
And if you don't use the, like, the thrust part of the grip, it takes way less energy.
Ah.
The reason why he fell down prematurely is that the grip battery that I was using ran out, but then it just loaded another one. One thing I really don't like about this game is that the grip gauge is that little tiny blue thing right on top of your health bar. I can never tell how much you have.
I'm trying to think of other big releases that came out. You didn't play Spider-Man 2, but that didn't really deserve it.
Yeah, I'll think about it more after I'm done.
I wish I could say Alan Wake 2, but it's still only digital download.
Yeah, I have a feeling that when Spencer actually plays the game, he'll really like it.
Did you play it?
No, but I never played the first one either.
Oh, okay. I love everything made. I think they're called Respawn, the company.
Remedy.
Remedy. Who's Respawn? That doesn't matter. But yeah, I like everything made by Remedy, so I think I'll like it. I told myself that since they're never going to have a physical release, I'm not buying it till it's $20 or less.
Yeah, that's a good gauge to do.
I buy digital games.
Look at my carnage.
Yeah, that's awesome. I buy digital games, mostly indie. I do it, but I only do it when it's not available elsewhere.
You'll need to rotate the structure to reach
It's like, screw you, $70 digital only games.
Oh, yeah. Dude,
Nice
what's the
lag.
point? Like, that's so annoying. And I was so excited. In fact, there were 2 games I was like, man, late in 2023, early 2024, I got Alan Wake 2 and Alone in the Dark. I was like, yeah, let's go. And guess what? Alan Wake 2, digital only. Alone in the Dark, moved to March. Thanks. I'm not, like, super unbelievably stoked for Alone in the Dark, but I like the IP, and the main... They do the thing where they take a real-life actor and make him the main character, which is a little annoying, but he's also the guy who plays Hopper on Stranger Things, and he's pretty cool, so... It is what it is on that. But I also just love, like, Louisiana Bayou stuff, and that's...
I don't know anything about the new Alone in the Dark game. I hope it's good.
I don't know. It's like Louisiana Bayou from like the 1900s, like the early 1900s, I think, and it has the guy from Stranger Things. So I'm like, okay, it's a horror game. I'll play it, and it's being released physically, so I'll play it. I don't know. I just... Oh, Dead Space came out in 2023. Dead Space Remake. As did FF16.
FF16 is definitely not my game of the year. It is not terrible. It's not what I wanted, though. But it is slightly better than Final Fantasy 15. But, I don't know. The FF franchise is just screwed beyond belief.
I did it. Now get to the control.
Well, I think the main problem is, when did FF15 came out? Like 2013 or 15?
2015, but still, like, it takes so
8
long.
years? Oh, man. That's, like, rough. Well, I guess if you count FF7 Remake, because at least they have different FF games coming out, but...
Yeah. The good thing about this game only having 6 inventory spots and only being able to hold 12 bullets per slot is that this game could be played without, like, very much ammo at all. I get the handgun capacity upgrade to have 10 bullets in my hand cannon, which for most things is, like, completely enough because you can do melee and grip gauge, and the grip recharges itself, so... I don't know, the more I play this game is janky as crap, but I kind of like it. I kind of hate it. It's really... I have such a weird relationship with this game.
Well, at this point, I'm like, finish the game because I want to do the DLC.
I think this game does get better.
No,
Dude,
I don't mean that I don't mean that as a negative.
This sucks.
It's just more of like, must see how bad DLC is. Why are you shooting its knees?
So when even like a big guy like this is on the ground, once you dodge him and do that melee attack, it automatically kills him. So a lot of times you can save ammo just by... Yeah, just take out a limb, he'll crawl at you, just dodge the attack, and then do the melee finisher, and he's just dead.
Callisto credits.
And the small fry just give like 10 credits. It really, if you don't feel like mailing them, it's really not like that big of a deal.
I just like how you can actually throw them off the ledge. That's
Yes.
pretty cool.
And there's a lot of weird things about this game. I did one thing already where if you bring an enemy out of its area, it immediately dies. And I did that when the that slow platform was going forward, and I pulled the 2 spitters towards me and just threw them back, and then they immediately died. But we were talking at the time, so I couldn't point it out. But there's times when, like, you can, like, set an enemy on top of, like, the environment. Like, if there's, like, I don't know, like a hospital table in the environment, and you set an enemy on that table, and they instantly die. This game is programmed so weirdly. So that girl, if you don't remember, is the one who basically crashed their ship.
Yes. She seems cool.
Yeah, she's awesome. We saved her, and then she immediately ollied out of here. Whoa.
How do you know me? That face.
So why did Jacob get his hair buzzed, but Danny didn't?
I swear, Jacob.
Gender privilege much?
No!
Everything about this place.
It's a good point, though.
So what now?
Because having Danny with buzzed hair would look really weird.
But you can't.
Figures.
Look, it's okay. I need you to go to waste processing, alright? Contact me once you're
I'm
there.
sure this will be a lovely area.
Data transfer complete.
So I like how convenient this game is designed. Right now we're in the maximum security cell. And in every one of these cells you have one of these things where you can just... You can pry it open. I don't think you need that sieve at all. I mean, it's just in it, and then you just... you just do that, and it opens the cell. Okay.
Doesn't seem too maximum security to me.
Yeah. I know it's just video gamey stuff. It doesn't really matter. It's just kind of funny.
For some reason, I thought he was going to jump down. I didn't know if there was, like... He said waste, so I didn't know if it was, like, a big sewer down there. He's like, I'm going to jump in this sewer.
Yeah, we're already really far down, but yeah, we're basically going to the poop zone now.
Let's go. Oh, here we go. Gib. Yes, crawl through there, Jacob.
Mask loading screens.
One's are just going to be a thing's arm come through. Blah! What are the things called? Do they have a name?
Oh man. The virus is called something, but I don't remember what it is.
Get paste. See ya, blood.
A lot of times you want to just use the hand cannon as like a melee extender. Like when your melee combo ends, you just want to shoot them, and then they'll be stunned, and then you can just melee them again. So a lot of enemies you can just shoot with like one bullet, and then you're fine.
Calling the try now. Gonna have to sleep.
So here's something that's never really explained. Eliza's helping someone else. I'm guessing that it's Danny, but they never explain it. I almost want to say that it's maybe like something that they were like, we're gonna make a DLC about a second character. That might not be Danny, and then the game bombed, and then those were shelved.
Yeah, so that's really... He's never like... Who were you talking to?
Oh, no! Okay. Stupid bloodworm, I hate them so much. So as you can see, they don't take that much damage. It's like 20% of your health. But like a lot of times you just like... all I did was go over that pipe without looking at the thing that's hidden in shadows. And because of that, I took 20% health damage. Fair!
Pretty cool looking enemy, though.
Yeah. Probably the coolest enemy of anything in this.
I thought when you said bloodworm, I was imagining this little tiny thing, almost like a head crab, was what I was imagining.
We're actually getting to the... You would think that these are called bloodworms. I don't know what these things are called. Hey, hey! Hey, what is going on, dude?
Yeah, I thought those would be the bloodworms.
I don't understand. I just don't remember this game being this glitchy.
Cool.
Did I shoot that thing?